All right, I think we are live. There we go. Yeah, looks like we are live. Okay, hello. My name's Penny. This is AutMouse Labs, and I'm glad you're here. We are going to be doing some live streaming of RPG Maker games that were made for the RTP 10-day challenge. We're going to start by going over exactly what the rules of the jam were, and then I'm going to introduce the first game, which is actually going to be the game I submitted. We'll play through it, and then we'll play through one more, and we'll go through that same process again. All right, so let's get started. All right, so we will go over to the jam page. So this is the RPG Maker 10-day RTP Challenge, the RPG Maker Web Forum Closer Edition, hosted by Berrigan, Broody Gaming, and they do these all the time. They do 10-day challenges. They do much larger jams for both horror and kind of fantasy adventure games. I really love them. I participated in several. If you're interested, they also do have a Discord, so check them out. This jam opened on June 18th and ends on July 1st. There is 1 day left, so there are only a few submissions in. We're going to look at least 2 of them today. The themes that you could choose from were Epic Quest to Find a New Home, Forum Dungeon, AI Moderation, Gotcha Gotcha Games, which is the company that owns RPG Maker right now, Loss of Knowledge, Theme 6, Game World Deletion, Welcome to the Guild, The Almighty Banhammer, Project 1, Grand Archive, and Corporate Greed. So as you can see, these all have to do with corporations, closing of forums, buying things out, and sort of jokes about forum existence. And this is because it is the Forum Closure Edition. Reading through the quick blurb, once the heart of the RPG Maker community, the RPG Maker web forums are set to be closed soon. These forums are filled to the brim with knowledge, advice, and resources available to any RPG Maker developer, and all of this is now in danger of potentially no longer being accessible. And in this time of uncertainty, let us make some RPG Maker games using the default RTP assets, perhaps ones inspired by the impending loss of the forums. RPG Maker Web's been around a long time. It does have a ton of resources. It went read-only, I believe, last week, but it went read-only fairly recently. There are several sort of baby new forums that are starting up. I'm involved with one called RM Planet. There's also Discord servers, and some of the original mods are putting together something that hasn't launched yet that's going to be called RPG Maker Refuge or RPG Creator Refuge, something like that. So it's a time of intense creativity. There's some fear because years and years of accumulated knowledge and assets are potentially going to be gone at the end of the year. The forums go down, assumably December 31st. So that is what we are looking at. All right. Rules are pretty standard. No AI. Use the RTP assets. If you don't know what the RTP is, it stands for Runtime Package, and even though that's not how it works anymore, it is a term that's in the community that simply means the default assets. So default images, default sounds, default effects. Now this jam does allow you to use custom stuff, and I am going to use a little bit in mine, for instance, and I'll point that out. But mostly, you want to be using primarily RTP assets in this jam. That restriction is to help with creativity. I really like the RTP jams because I think it allows you to center the story. You don't have to worry as much about does the game look right, and also, you know, for most beginners and intermediate folks, which as if you're watching my channel, you know that's who I primarily teach for. They're going to be using the RTP assets. So I really want folks to know that you can make good games with any kind of asset. You can make good games with any kind of sound effect, any kind of look. The heart of a game is its novelty, its interesting aspects, its story, its characterization. So, yeah, just my thoughts. All right, so the first one we're going to be looking at is Bitrot. Bitrot was made by AutMouse Labs. That's me. The description is, this is a game made with RPG Maker MZ using RTP assets from RPG Maker FES. This game was made for the RPG Maker Web Closing RTP Jam and is roughly 20 minutes long. The game follows a hero whose world is being destroyed around them from the outside. It is a story-heavy cinematic experience with no combat or lose conditions. All right. Now, the others, I will be playing the production version of them. So I'll be playing the version that will be released to the public, or is released to the public. For mine, I'm going to go ahead and play in the engine, just because I have it, and that's a little bit easier for me. Alright, so without further ado, let's go ahead and jump in. Here. There we go. Alright. So, I'm going to hit play. Let me know on the volume of this. Hopefully there is no troubles there. I did try to adjust in advance. Alright, so title sequence, we have OutMouse Labs 2026. We have our menu. Credits, we'll take a look. Obviously, it was written directed by myself. Plugins, where it came from Casper Gaming, Galv, TSR the Northern Frog, Katakawa, Yoji, etc. No Lunar. Music was by Bit Sound and Katakawa. Graphics, largely by Katakawa from RPG Maker FES. Playtesters were Aaron and Sage, thank you very much. And the glitch text generator is at lingojam.com. The glitch checks, by the way, are things like the title here, the OutMouse Labs. This is just using some effects from within the engine to get that effect. Alright, let's jump in. Parthos is gone. Parthos, the end is coming, Izzy. Something from outside is watching our last days. It's connected to you. Be a gracious ambassador. Izzy says, something outside? What does that mean? And yet, I feel the pull of something, as though my actions are not entirely my own. Okay. Time marches on. When you are done exploring, simply go to bed to advance the day. Show controls, I'm going to say no, because I know them. Alright, we're kind of looking around here. Gob. Gob, not monster. Gob, friend. We know Gob. There are no monsters nor heroes anymore. Just refugees. Monster is invisible. Use dark magic. Disappeared Gob's home. I'm sorry, little guy. You can stay here as long as you like. Herb. Herb. Okay. Parthos journal. I can't read anymore today, though. Too painful. Okay. Izzy, the rest of town is gone. You might want to go outside while you still can. This is from Lily. Okay. Let's see anything else. Let's see, got some other characters here. We got a fire. Let's take a look. At least the fire's still warm. At least the fire's still warm. Okay, same thing. Alright. I think I'm getting better. Oh, that's nice. Place to be on a little bit. What do you think? You are definitely getting better. Who would have thought my nemesis would be playing piano in my own pub? Ha! Needs must. My castle was deleted in the first wave of deletions. Okay. Want to hear it again? Okay, just plays that again. Alright. Let's see. Evie says, I hear people, but I don't see them. They're ghosts, Evie. Friendly ghosts who are here to relax, just like us. Ghosts? Okay. Hello, ghost friends. I hope you're having a fun day. Okay, cute. You guys look awful different. Hero. I'm told deletion is like death, except you don't come back when the game resets. Parthos said it's like before we were born. We weren't worried before we existed, and we won't worry after. Parthos sounds like a wise man. He was. I wish he were here. Hey, Yumi. Good morning, Izzy. What was the name of your game again? What does that mean? Pleasant or satisfying. It was a farming simulator, but there was never an English release. And now it's gone? Yes, and soon this place will be too. In some ways, this is even harder the second time around. Okay. Pete. Hey, Iz. Hey. You know you don't have to keep tending bar, right? Eh, I'm the bartender. Plus, they never bothered to put in an exit. Alright. Can I get you anything? Alright, let's see. And they said the instructions said the bed is how we advance the day, so we'll go outside. Goddess wept. Okay. Everything is gone. We're all that's left. Alright. Alright. It's looking like probably nothing has changed. Yep. Have you seen all you wish to see today? Yes. Alright, so day 2. Let's take a look. We'll try going outside. The stoop is gone. It's just haze out there. Alright. You know what? What? If it's the end of the world, either way, then I'm gonna dance. Alright, Lily. There you go. Looking good, Lily. Dancing beats crying. Thanks. I needed that. Alright. Music changed out. Gob found a rat in the walls last night. Oh, is that good? Yes, Gob is happy about fresh food for a change. As long as you're happy. Parthos, something is wrong with the sky. There's a purple tinge to the clouds. I need to consult my cards. This is dire. We've reached the end. How do I tell my villagers? Alright. Parthos journal. I can't read anymore today, but too painful. Okay. Oh! Not here. It feels so strange. Like cold, but not really. This is okay, same thing. Let's see here. I've been thinking, what do these beings gain by deleting this world? I have no idea. Have we done something so terrible? Parthos said they don't think like that. It isn't a moral thing. Our world simply isn't real to them. Are they our creators then? If so, their indifference is truly terrifying. I must think. Tell me a little about your home, Yumi. It took place in post-war rule Japan. The object of the game was to manage a farm profitably and get married. Okay, sounds relatable. It was just escapism. Somewhere to be safe. Alright, lots of famous games with that premise. I see. Were you the protagonist? Me? No. Back then there were pretty much never female leads. I was a clerk at the seed shop. I could also be romanced. It was all so simple back then. Okay. Sniff. Alright, let's check the fire. Colder than yesterday. So, did you have a special move or you were going to use in our big climactic battle? Of course. Would you like to see it? Alright. Nice default effect. Looks good. What do you think? Wowza! That packs a punch! Too bad we'll never get to use it for real. How about you, Pete? Gods, these phantom voices are driving me crazy. I can't take much more of this. Stay with us, Pete. I don't know how much time we have left, but I need you here with me. And the voices in the background do add a certain creepiness. Also, did you notice the little girl is gone? That's interesting. Huh. So we talked to her, talked to God, we did the journal. I think that's everything. Let's advance today. Have you seen all you wish to see today? Yes. Day 3. Okay, I'm assuming we can't go outside. Nope. Oh, Gob is gone. Alright. I told the villagers our time has come. At first they didn't believe, but the animals have gone and the weather has stopped. How I wish I was wrong. Okay. We're definitely running out of time. I know. Do you remember the big oak tree behind the elder's house? The one we used to climb in when we were kids? Yeah. There was always something I wanted to do while we were hanging out there. Oh? Yep. Mwah! That was sudden. Oh no, I'm sorry if I... It was a good kiss though. Mwah! Aw. Eek, I need a moment. Cute. Okay. Oh, so we have another hole. I can see bits of the building flaking off. Yikes. Okay. Pete, we're getting a little low on supplies. Do we need to start rationing? For fresh stuff, yeah. We still have plenty of preserves and crackers, though. Who can say no to a pickle and pork jerky sandwich? It's an end-of-the-world delicacy. How about a drink? There you go. Top shelf root beer. That hits the spot. Okay. Let me know if you need anything. Alright, fun. Nice drink effect. Hey, Yumi. Did you remember to eat today? Oh, no. Thank you for reminding me, Izzy. I need to keep my strength up. For Hiro. For you, too. As you say. Hey, cheer up. Tonight we can all play cards. I bet Pete can come up with a sweet or two we can use for a prize. You're a good friend, Izzy. I will play the cards. Take care. The rot, I guess you could call it, is getting worse. Yeah, and every day we lose someone. Yeah, we've lost Evie and Gob so far. Lose someone? Yes, as soon as they're gone, though, almost everyone forgets about them. You mean there were others here? So many. At first, most of the village was here. Why can't I remember them? I don't know. Parthos said I would remember things others wouldn't. Believe me, it's more a curse than a blessing. Okay. Hey, King. Go ahead and call me Azal. Azal? Indeed, that is my name. You didn't think my mother called me Drow King, did you? No, I guess she didn't. Well, Azal, how are you holding up? I was thinking of the afterlife. My people believe in a world soul that all beings are part of. Between lives, we are united with our loved ones and ancestors. Do you think deletion is the same? Will I be reunited with my ancestors in the source? Oh, Zal. I guess I don't know. I hope so. Indeed. These ineffable beings of yours. I wonder if they too are part of the source. Parthos didn't say. Mother, I hope to see you soon. Very troubling. These creatures take our very memories. Eek, I need a moment. Parthos journal. I can't read any more today, though. Too painful. Okay, that's everything then. Day 4. Here we go. Lily's gone. Today the sky was gone, as was the sea. The people are frightened. Some pray night and day. Others drink themselves into oblivion. What troubles me most is I think we are starting to forget. In case I didn't mention it at the beginning, the chosen theme for this game was Game World Deletion. It seems to eat sound. The closer my ears get, the less I can hear. Izzy, do you think Hiro and I are cursed? What do you mean? We watched our world end, only to wake up here. Another dying planet. Goddess, what a terrible thought. But not unreasonable. Don't talk like that. You and Hiro are survivors. It's not your fault this is happening. I hope you are right. No more talk of curses, okay? Pete is making a feast tonight from the cured ham. Don't let these cosmic whatevers get in your head. You and Hero are part of us now. No one thinks this is your faults. I'll do my best, Izzy. Izzy, tell me about Parthos. You speak of him often. Parthos was our village elder. He raised me after I was found wailing in the woods as a newborn. Classic RPG hero. He sounds very honorable. He was. Honorable, kind, and wise. He could do divination, too. Give him a pack of cards, a set of dice, or even a glass of tea, and he could tell you your future. He saw all this coming. How horrible for him to have to live it twice. Indeed. He did his best to prepare the village. I see. Yet, how does one prepare for the end of the world? With good root beer, if you ask me. Oh, a fair answer. I wish I could remember your Parthos. It sounds as though we would have gotten along. You did, until he disappeared. Thank you for sharing your thoughts with me, Izzy. My time grows short. How do you know? I could hear it. Little bits of myself being voided, leaving only a hole where a myrrh once stood. That sounds scary. In a way, yes. As a villain, though, my purpose is to lose. The villain either dies or converts. To cease to be was always my destiny. That's deep as all. Perhaps. Lady Isabel, know that despite our differences, I have always respected you. May you live with honor and die with dignity. Lady Isabel, nobody calls me that. Perhaps not, but it is your full title. You told God that there were no more monsters and no more heroes. Yet we live, we feel, in the face of certain destruction. As long as we breathe, heroes shall persist. Is all. Farewell, Izzy. Oh, man. Thanks, I hate it. Goodbye, is all. No music, everything cues out. They got Lily. Hey, you could remember her. Of course, she's been my right-hand gal for over 8 years. Oh, Pete, I'm so sorry. Bastards. It's just not right. I know, Pete. Is there anything I can do? You're a good heart, Izzy. Just let this old man cry. Snip. I think I'm gonna go clean the kegs for a while. Stay safe, Iz. Okay. Well, that was a lot. I think that's everything for this one. Day 5. Okay. Only a few villagers remain. Perhaps it is merciful that only I and young Izzy remember the others. The Drow King and the Goblin arrived with strange-looking people who say they're from another world. There was a time I would not have believed it, but now... Okay... The holes are certainly getting worse. No new sparkles, though. Sorry, Izzy, I can't talk right now. I have to get our things packed. Are you leaving? We're gonna try. Okay, it just repeats. Hero and I want to thank you for your hospitality and kindness. Taking in 2 complete strangers during a crisis shows real character. Of course. We're all in this together. Hero and I have decided to take our chances. Even if the void swallows us up, how is that different than now? At least it will be our own choosing. I see. Farewell, I suppose. Thank you, Izzy. Are you ready, my darling? As ready as I'll ever be. Whatever happens, I love you. And I you. Come, let us face oblivion together. Okay? The use of the FES sprites to imply an older game is interesting. I guess they're gone. I hope wherever they end up together. Okay. I doubt we have more than a day or two before the old place is gone for good. You gonna miss it? Like I said the other day, I'm the bartender. What am I without my bar? You're Peter Henderson, son of Horace Henderson, and the best brewer in Bridgeland. Ha! You make it sound so important, lazy Isabel. That's right. I am a knight of the realm, and what I say goes. Of course, my lady. Right then. That is how it's done. How about something besides root beer today? No thanks, Pete. I want to keep my wits about me. Okay, there's not much left. Onward to day 6. Oh, thanks for that, Gabe. Yeah, I'm glad it's a high-quality stream. We must have a decent connection today. Let's see here. Final day. Got some more damage. A lot more damage to the front. Partho says, they are not gods, nor are they monsters. They're aliens. Our world is to them what a bard tale's world is to ours. I've told Izzy the truth. There's nothing to be done. And I fear now my time has come. Goodbye, Parthos. Goodbye, everything. The bar's gone. Well, look at that. No bar. You finally have an exit. Right? Well, what should I do with my newfound freedom? I don't know. There isn't much left. Oh. Pete, I think this is it. Goodbye, Iz. Goodbye, Pete. Uninstall status. Complete. So the game was done being uninstalled. And then there were none. Okay. So obviously this game, the theme was game world deletion. And the idea is a game that is being uninstalled and what those characters experience in those moments. We've all uninstalled games 1,000 times. Pretty interesting. Okay, that's it for game 1. As I said, this is the one that I submitted. I hope you enjoyed it. We're gonna queue up game 2. Okay. Gonna take just a short break, so I will be right back, and then we are going to start game 2. Okay, Okay, we're back. Alright, yeah, the forum's shutting down is huge, Gabe. Thank you very much, by the way. We're going to go ahead and jump into the other game. Hopefully you can stick around for that. I appreciate it. Yeah, just decades. Well, I'm pretty close to 2 decades anyway. Well over at least 1 decade of information and assets. But I am kind of enjoying how active the community's been lately. And I feel like everybody's scrambling and trying to figure it out. And maybe it'll lead to good things. Who knows? Alright, I'm going to save and exit RPG Maker. We are going to go... Let's see, we're going to do this. Bring this over. There we go. Okay. So, the other game that we're going to be playing is I Want to Go Home. I Want to Go Home was submitted by HoneyNutFemios, LiminAce, and Rose Guardian. This is the page for it. if you want to check it out. The description is, Julika's family is a mess and her house burned down due to the bickering of her two fathers. She decides to go southward into her best friend's house and hopes she has found her place in this crazy place she calls home. Okay. And let's see. I think we click on the submission. There's no place like home. This mission... Okay, and it's the epic quest to find a new home is the jam theme that they were looking at. Alright, let's go ahead and load that up. Now, I went ahead and downloaded the Windows version. Those tend to be a little bit more stable, so I'm going to go start that up. You, of course, could play the web version as well. Go home. Game. Go. Alright, so we are starting out by launching a title scene that I think we all know well. This is one of the default scenes. Sound balancing looks good to me. We'll take a look at their options. Standard options, okay. New game. Oh wow, okay. Loving the sprites, or the bust. Julika. It wasn't always so violent between us. Back when I was younger, my papas were excited to have me in their life. Okay. Go into a static shot here. Julika, we're home, says Kay. And look what we brought you, says G3. A new sketchbook with some pretty colors to use. There's more. Woof. A puppy, just like the other kids talk about in the outside. I'm so grateful. Thank you, Papa. Back then, they didn't expect much in return, and they didn't try to take the credit for who picked the best presents. That all changed one night when I turned 16 years old. They raised me to be a creative. They now expected my creativity to benefit them both in different ways. Can't get over this art. It's beautiful. Julika, you're a big girl now, so you'll be ready to go into the real world, bringing your stories to life. I suggest you go see Yu. Yu's been a very influential storyteller. Okay, I get it. So K is Katakawa, G3 is Gotcha Gotcha Games, and U is going to be Unity. So the two papas, Katakawa and Gotcha Gotcha Games, are the two companies that have shared ownership of RPG Maker lately. This makes sense. The use of the realistic backgrounds is really interesting, very visual novel. Julika, where does he live? Do you need me to pack soon? Not necessarily. Stay here first and communicate with him through our computers. You can show you a new way to tell your tales, and also teach you something at least. I did as I was told, but when I talked to you, I'm gonna be honest, I'm disappointed from what G3 told me. You're a very talented girl. I didn't expect him to raise such a frugal little miser that isn't willing to crack her eggs to make her omelet. I really don't have that kind of money. And to relinquish my rights for my own stories, I don't know if that's what I really want. Okay, the Unity licensing deal. It's just 20 copper pieces for every person that lends an ear to your fables. You still get a paycheck at the end of the day. Besides, G3 and K still have you under their roof. Quit being so particular and just sign the... So this is about when RPG Maker Unite was launched and there was worry about a percentage being taken. No, I can't make this deal, you. I'm sorry. This deal will grow more transactional, and I really want to collaborate with someone that would really help me thrive as an artist. That's really fair. I think much of the RPG Maker community see themselves as artists first. I know I do. Suit yourself. Enjoy fading into obscurity and never making it in the real world, little miser. Julika, the assets you would have given me were all borrowed from Papa G3 anyway. The assets being just the assets that were already in MZ and MV. Aside from a few new characters, there was nothing really new or inspiring for me to use. Yeah, a commentary on Unity's lack of assets. Very reasonable. When I told my parents about it, that's when the fighting began. Okay. You ungrateful little... You offered to help you. Unity offered to help you, and you turned it down. Katakawa says, Gotcha, calm down. She has every right to turn down whatever strangers offer her. Well, that little turn effect was cool. You coddle her too much, Katakawa. We didn't raise an artist. We raised a pathetic little brat that would rather just play with her old dolls for the rest of her miserable life. Goodness. Papa? Go to your room, Jalika. You're not in trouble. Papa K just needs to talk to Papa G3 for a bit. It's just something between us grown-ups. It's been like that for a couple weeks. There was a silver lining, however. I met a different friend online. Unlike Unity, she was a fellow creative that loved stories. You don't know who this is. Hello, Jalika. What's the story you have for me today? Did you make something exciting? She was like an angel sent from heaven. Working with her always gave me new inspiration. She was a muse that always offered a lending hand. I gave her new stories and pictures in return. I really want to travel to the other side of the world just to see her someday. I wonder if this is like Itch. However, as long as I've had a stable home, my parents wanted me to stay here. Noah, what's wrong? That's when it happened. However it happened. It doesn't matter now. What matters now is that Noah and I have to go south to our new home, and we'll need lots of help to make it happen. Okay, looks like their house is gone. We're out on the world map now. I don't want to go back there. Okay. So, Katakawa and Gacha Games, I guess, are gone. We have our basic menu. We have Noah the dog. With no picture. And then we have Jalika. Jalika's a martial artist. Kind of standard stats. Noah's also a martial artist. Okay. Alright. Alright, we have a town. Welcome to our town. I like the implied entrance there. That's a nice effect. Okay. The heat's getting worse here. I want to move, but even if Mommy and Daddy agree to it, we would have to get past the lava in the south to reach the next town over. Oof. Okay. Dr. Rin's office. Enter at your leisure. Oh, here's another implied entrance. Can't actually go in. There we are. Let's see.